The Big Buck Profile is brought to you by the New York State Big Buck Club.
Well, we're here at the banquet with Rick.
Yeah, what's going on?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Tell us about this deer. What county?
Oneida County, southern Oneida County, town of Marshall, just outside of Oriskany Falls, just above the hill there.
Method of, I screwed that up. We gotta start over again. Okay, method of harvest.
Okay, shot it with a bow, compound.
Okay.
Matthews Helium.
All right. Gross inches?
131.
131.
Yep.
Any previous,
Yeah,
encounters, histories?
Yeah. So I have about a 4-year history with this deer. So it started in 2017 as a 1.5-year-old. I saw him several times. Never had any shots. Not what I would have shot him at a year and a half. But I progressively watched this deer grow for about 4 years. In the the winter of 2020, during the muzzleloader season, I actually missed this deer with a muzzleloader at about 190 yards. I misjudged the distance, didn't have my rangefinder, kind of a rushed hunt. So that winter of 2020 going into spring of 2021, I found his sheds in this particular area that I hunt. So I knew he was there, but I wasn't really getting any pictures of him that spring and into the summer months. And then I finally got my first picture of him on October 17th of 2021. So I knew I had to get in that stand because, he usually in this area that I have, this deer is known pretty much in the whole area, or was known, I guess, pretty much in the whole area. So I knew he only stays on this particular farm for a short period of time. So it was October 30th. It was like 62 degrees. It was a real crappy day and windy, just really not optimal bow hunting weather, obviously.
I understand, totally.
But my wife had a Halloween party to go to with my kids, so I said, you know what? I happened to work that day. I signed out of work at 3 o'clock, and I said I'll go give it a try. So I got in the stand about 20 after 3. From 20 after 3 till 5 p.m., it blew 25 to 30 mile per hour winds out of the east, and I'm like, the wind is great because I know where he beds, but at the same breath, in that wind, if you're an archery hunter, they don't really move that much. At 5:06 p.m., literally the woods just stopped. It was still. When I came in, I hit a typical ground scrape of his with little tinks. Just thinking, they just like throw off the scent a little bit. I don't normally use scent, but in this case I did. And as soon as that wind stopped, I could just feel the hair in the back of my neck stand up. I knew something was about to happen. And it wasn't 10 minutes later, I looked to my left, and that buck was hitting that ground scrape exactly where I stopped. I don't know. I'm looking for him to come out of his bedding area, and he came from behind me in a bean field and literally walked directly in the same path that I came in. And of course, my bow was over there, and he was right there. I just waited for the wind to pick up just a little bit, and I just picked the bow up. And he had a doe with him, which I hadn't seen prior to. He was actually bedded already, locked down on October 30th, which is kind of early in the season. Yeah. So I hadn't seen her, but she saw me. So he was looking at her, and which was perfect because he was turned away from me. So I knew I just had 1 second, and I drew back. And I actually hit him what I thought was a really good shot, but he dropped and kind of shoveled a little bit. So I actually got 2 more arrows in him after that. But
whatever it takes.
Yeah, whatever it took. But I have a pretty extensive history with this deer, and so do about 4 other archery hunters in that immediate area. So it's a pretty good story and a really good deer. He actually hang dressed at 209 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah.
You can tell he's stout, big shoulders, big head.
Yep.
He's a good buck. But thank you very much for coming by and
You're
sharing
welcome.
your story, man. It's a great buck coming out of Oneida County.
Oh, heck yeah.
We're, from Oneida County, so it's good to see, good deer coming out of Oneida County.
Yeah, absolutely.
For sure.
All right.